This is the WASH Systems Academy short video series, sharing views and experiences on WASH system strengthening. Can you explain what the study is about?
Splash has been implementing a school WASH intervention across different public schools in Addis with the objective of providing safe water, better sanitation, and improved hygiene services in the schools. In the meantime, their team was keen to ensure the financial sustainability of their intervention. And to this end, we collaborated to conduct the full life cycle cost analysis of the WASH infrastructure and services. The main objective of the study was to guide the 4-year intervention that intend to reaching all public schools in Addis.
Can you explain how the study was carried out?
The study was carried out, basically it has 3 components. The first component involves, categorization of various costs and tool preparation. In the second phase, it was about collecting the information via school surveys and interview from different schools. And finally, processing of the data and sharing of the results. This was the basic steps we undertake. And then after 2 years, we also involved, in updating some of these costs.
How was the Splash team involved in the research process and the use of the costing tool?
In this regard, the direct involvement of Splash team in the research process was minimal. I can say their involvement was limited to identification of schools, sample schools, and arrangement of meetings and communication with official and experts at the education level.
How did you go about collecting the data and what challenges did you encounter?
Data was mainly collected through school surveys that were identified in consultation with the Splash team. Financial data was gathered from secondary sources and review of financial reports prepared by the school. Interviews were conducted with the school directors, teachers, mainly WASH club heads and facilitators, and school janitors to understand the WASH service management process and behavior of the school community towards the WASH infrastructure. Regarding the challenges encountered, all the visited schools were public schools, and they kind of use the same cost recording system, which was a good in one hand, but for us, this was challenging as the recording doesn't have unique budget line for WASH services separately. That is, for example, all maintenance costs are recorded under one heading. Thus, it was very difficult to exactly determine what portion of these costs were directly applied in WASH facilities and infrastructure.
What are the benefits and insights gained by using the life cycle costing approach and tools?
One of the benefits I could say is that it has raised the school directors and the school community awareness about the different cost components and how to use those information on budgeting process. This is one of the advantage. The other thing is some of the hidden costs has become visible. For example, there are some costs like costs related with cleaning, school cleaners budgets and protective clothes and so on. These costs have become more visible. So this is the other advantage. And the other cost that has been also become visible was the support provided by the local government, in monitoring those school services and so on.
Do you have tips or recommendations for people wanting to use the costing tools?
One of my tip is that, financial documents at school level might not specifically or directly demonstrate, WASH-related expenses. Thus, researchers need to be cautious in identifying those costs from secondary source. It requires further analysis to specifically identify those cost items. The other point is that I believe the tool will provide important inputs for school directors and other involved in school budget planning process, as they can enable them to produce clear and convincing budget requests. You have ample evidence so that whenever you request budget, it might help, to have the approval.
This was the WASH Systems Academy short video series. Find out more at washsystemsacademy.org.